Hey guys, so today we are going to be filming a makeup tutorial and we are going to be using the new Jaclyn Hill palette as well as a whole bunch of other things I bought yesterday at CVS. I went shopping, I went for deodorant and came out with a couple of things. So we're going to be filming using those and see if I like them. Now I have filmed a tutorial with the Jaclyn Hill palette, but I ended up scratching it just because that day my skin was like so dry, everything looked so bad. My foundation looked bad, my under eyes looked bad, everything looked terrible. So I just scratched that video. I did like the makeup look, so if you guys do end up wanting to see that makeup look, you guys can just comment down below and just let me know and be like, hey, film it and make sure your skin's right this time. And I will definitely do that for you guys. So today is Friday, October 13th. It is my birthday. I turned 19 today. I don't really feel it. Well, I kind of feel like a difference right now. I feel like a lot older. But I don't, there's no gray hair yet. Nothing that I know about. So yeah, let's get started, guys. So the first thing I'm going to do is pick my hair up and just gonna put it into a messy bun. Okay, on my arms you can totally see like what looks like a rash in my creases. This one is my like in my elbows. I do have psoriasis, and just because and what causes it is like the weather change, stress, a whole bunch of things can cause it, and I've had it since I was a little kid. So like this summer here in Indiana was actually really bad, so my skin was just, my arms were not having it whatsoever. So what we're gonna do is we're actually gonna start with the eyes. I have always started with my eyes. Sorry, I need to focus my camera. But I have always started with my eyes, but that's just how I do things. If you guys want to start with your face, totally do what you want to do. The lighting is changed. I'm using natural lighting today, and the sun just keeps on going in and out. It's very cloudy outside today, so yeah, don't mind it. We are going to take the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Primer. It comes in this cute little tube. I like it. I like this primer a lot. I have oily eyelids and it actually helps control my oils. It doesn't make my, doesn't make anything change with anything with the eyeshadow or anything else. So so that I just stick to this. I'm just gonna take my ring finger and I'm going to blend it in. Now, like I said, I have been having like dry skin lately, which is something that I've never really dealt with, is dry skin. I've always had the oiliest skin. It just runs in my family. My mom has oily skin, my grandma, everything like that. So lately I've been having like a dry forehead. Now I do have psoriasis like right here in my hairline and all over my scalp. So like when I blend the foundation in, you can tell like in my hairline that it's clinging to my psoriasis. But I can't help that. That's something that I'm always going to deal with. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is set the lids. Now, one thing I noticed in the Jaclyn Hill palette is that it doesn't have a matte cream shade that I like. I like to use like a white creamy matte shade just to set my lids. Just because I like to use different transition shades. I don't use just one specific one each time I do my eyeshadow. So I'm going to take a flat fluffy brush. It's really flimsy and you can see there's eyeshadow on it. Sorry, I had my towel here. I have it too, so I had to grab it. And I'm going to take the Naked Basics palette. It's the first one. And I'm going to take the shade WOS, which is this third shade right here. And I'm actually just going to take that and I'm just going to set all of our lids from the base of our eyelashes to the brow bone and wherever really we placed any of that primer. Just because some primers, you can tell where you didn't put primer because it will just skip over the the shadow or skip over that spot and only stick to the primer. Okay, now that those gorgeous lids are set, we are going to dip into the Jaclyn Hill palette that Jaclyn Hill created with Morphe. This is what she looks like. She is gorgeous. I think Jaclyn did a really good job at adding variety of colors to this palette. Now, I'm playing around with colors right now just because I'm going to dinner tonight for my birthday with my boyfriend and his family. And then we're going to my mom's after that. So I don't know, I really want something that's just gonna stand the fuck out. Excuse my language. I swear a lot actually, but I try to control it here on YouTube just because I know that there are younger people watching. But excuse my language. I'm just gonna talk about this palette for a little bit. And did you see that? Like that just like hit my eye. I almost made myself blind. I love the colors. Like it is the best. I just love it. Like she really did a fantastic job. I love the purple and the blue and the greens. She did a fantastic job. I'm going to get the color shades. It came with a pamphlet with all the shades, and I'm gonna grab that actually. All right, so this is the palette, the pamphlet that came with the palette. I love this like eyeshadow creation she got going on right here. Is gorge. I say gorgeous a lot, don't I? I need to check myself like a lot. And I I wish one thing, I think Amy Macedo mentioned this, maybe not, maybe it was somebody else, but I wish, I love this pamphlet, I'm gonna keep it, but I wish they put the shade names like in just like that tiny spot. Like you know how like there's the pieces in between? I feel like they could have, put the colors, the shades there. And I feel like it, kind of would have been self-explanatory, but I mean that's how it's okay. Everybody does things different, so. I really don't know what I want to do. I really do want to play with the last row-ish over here. Like that's what my heart is calling out to try. So I think I'm going to. And I'm gonna take the shade. What shade is that? I'm gonna mix the shades Pooter and Butter. And I'm gonna throw that in my crease. And this is where this is Pooter, and this is Butter. And I'm actually just gonna throw those two shades in my crease. Now I'm just trying this palette so far. This is only my second time using it, but the shades are so buttery. Like it is amazing. I love how buttery they are. I don't think you come across like buttery shades that have very little kickback so often. Like I haven't, the ones that come in at an affordable price. Yes, this palette was $38, but how likely are you to come across a palette that's $38 that has all these shades? How likely are you? How many shades are there? 6 shades? 36 shades, I believe. I had to count real quick. So like you just don't come across it that often. So I feel like this is like a bang for your buck, Now, one thing I love the two like highlighter shades. I actually have used them as like a highlight just because I'm like, you know what? Like you can do whatever you want like with makeup, You can use whatever product you want for what, you can use a bronzer as an eyeshadow. You can use a blush as an eyeshadow and highlighter as an eyeshadow. You can use whatever you want as whatever you want, really. So, all right, so I think we are good. I'm just gonna undeepen this now. If you hear that sniffing, that is my dog. I had to bring him in here with me because he's just been a naughty boy today. Well, he hasn't been naughty. It's just, I just cleaned my house and I don't want he has a tendency after I clean the house to make a mess all over the place. And there's a guy walking his dog in front of my house and I have my shade open. So he can, if he wanted to, he could look at. All right, I'm going to take these two shades. I'm just mixing Soda Pop and Central Park. Central Park. I've been calling it Central Perk because that's originally what Jaclyn wanted to name the palette. So I'm going to take this big ass fluffy concealer brush and pop that right here. Literally, that's what I'm going to do. And I just heard my wash machine go off. Thanks, couldn't you have gone off like 15 minutes ago before I start filming? And I'm just going to jiggle that right there in the crease. Now, one thing, what I like about this is it literally just, it takes up that big room I wanted to what a shadow could have done, you know? So I'm just going to do that to the outer half of the lid. And then whatever product I have left, I'm going to take it into the crease and blend it inwards. I'm gonna put my mirror over just because I can't see. There we go. Just so I'm like, okay. Now we're gonna do the other side. Soda Pop in Central Park. I'm gonna take a little bit of Silk Cream, which is like this. It's like this color. It's this shade right here. Nope, here. And I just kind of want to like blend. I just want to help this blend some more. Just taking a lighter shadow sometimes could help the crease a lot. Alright, this is what we look like so far. Okay, I'm going to take the color Twerk and I'm going to put that all over the lids using a clean finger. This ring finger right here. This is a swatch before I put her. Oh Lord, hell yeah, look at that. Wow, I am impressed. Like I can't remember if I swatched this shade when I first got the palette. I think I did. No, I swatched the Royalty shade. This is the e.l.f. blending brush. And I'm actually just going to take butter. Oh, I just got a text so I film on my phone and I just got a text from my father-in-law telling me happy birthday. I'm going to add a little bit more of Central Park and Soda Pop to this crease, right, outer crease right here. Okay, that was enough. And I'm going to blend it out with whatever product I have left on here. And I'm going to take some more Twerk And I'm gonna put whatever like the blending did to it. Alright, so we're gonna move on to the face now. I have a couple of new things to use and I'm so excited. So excited. I got this cup from TJ Maxx. What inspired me to get it was I watch I Am a Makeup Lover here on YouTube, and I saw this in her coffee mug cabinet and I was like, oh, I need that mug so much. And I happened to see it when I was at TJ Maxx, so I was like, we're gonna be twinsies even though she doesn't know who I am. Oh, coffee's amazing. Alright, so the next thing I'm gonna do is take a primer to my facey after I wipe whatever left on my hand. And I'm taking the CoverGirl True Blend Face Primer for oily skin. This is by far my favorite face primer for oily, like that's directed towards oily skin, that's supposed to help mattify the skin. I do love my Urban Decay, what is it? I think it's Urban Decay like matte oil control or something. I gotta look at it. I do love the D-Slick. I really do like the Urban Decay D-Slick, but I find sometimes that this can be a little bit too much mattifying for me. So if I'm actually having a good skin day, this is a little bit too much, which is sad to say because I really do like this and I am really oily, so that's kind of weird sometimes, but I do prefer the more affordable CoverGirl True Blend over my Urban Decay D-Slick. I really do love this, but I like this more when I know my skin is going to be so oily that day. So I'm just going to take this and I'm just going to put some doots all over my face. And it does look white, but it does, I mean, the color is white when it comes out, but it does blend into the skin. Now I do focus this more towards on my T-zone just because that's where I'm like the most oiliest out of like my whole face. Now, like weird enough, my cheeks get really oily too. Like once my T-zone starts getting oily, I'm like, okay, well, next is the cheeks, because you can tell like more like right here, my cheeks get super oily and it looks like a grease slick, which is gross, but it's true. Like that's just this kind of skin I have. That's what it feels like. So I'm just gonna tap product into my face. I'm going to be trying out the Milani Conceal and Perfect 2-in-1 Foundation Concealer foundation in the shade 4 Medium Beige. Now I heard it oxidizes, but I felt like light beige was just way too light for me. I mean, we'll see. Like on camera I look pretty light, but in person I'm definitely more of a deeper tone. So let's, oh, actually this might match. Okay, so this is what she looks like. She's definitely a thicker consistency. Now let's read this real quick. Medium to full coverage, lightweight, oil-free formula, which I love. Long wearing and claims to be waterproof and sweatproof. We know where my mind's at. What I'm gonna do is take my favorite sponge, and it is the Real Technique sponge. I've never owned a beauty blender, so I do not know how that works. And I do hear that it's just like the Real Technique sponge. So I'm gonna take, ooh, this is thick. Look at that. Okay, I'm gonna take that and pat that on my face. And I'm gonna do this in sections just to see how quick it dries, because I have watched reviews, but I can't remember if it was like quick drying or not. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is try another new product, and it is the concealer. And this is the Maybelline Super Stay Better Skin Concealer Corrector in the shade Light, I believe. Yes, 20 Light. And this says it's oil free and it has with acrylic. Don't know what that is. So I'm actually going to use them. I'm very excited because I've heard so many good things. Now I have had the Maybelline Fit Me before and I love that concealer. I don't have it anymore, but I mean I do at my mom's house. So if my skin looks good, I'm actually going to bake today. So I'm going to start.
Putting this in. Ooh, it looks good. So far. Ooh, yes, it looks so good. Now, for being very young.
Alright, so now that we are done, I'm going to set the skin. I'm going to bake, and then I'm going to set the rest of the skin. So the powder I'm going to use to bake is the number 7 Translucent Perfecting Light Loose Powder. Hypoallergenic. And it has like that mirrored packaging. There is powder coming out the side of this. Lord. I love this. I mean, it's like, what's the word? I like this in comparison to the NYC loose powder. It is a little bit more expensive than that, but it's like not like something priced to like NARS, you know what I mean? So I'm going to bake this baby up. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is set the rest of my face while I'm baking. And I'm going to take the e.l.f. HD powder in like clear. That's what the shade is. Well, it's like white. I mean, it looks white, but it like blends out literally to nothing right there. So, like I've said in my other video, I dab. I don't swirl. I just dab because I've noticed that it doesn't move my makeup around. Since it is a powder and then you already have a cream, like a liquid down, you're adding like fuel to the fire really. Okay, let's just get in the brows. All right. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to pull these blinds down just a smidgy more. Okay, that's like the perfect lighting right there. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do a wing liner. And I'm going to have to do this off camera just because my wing takes like forever. Just put your hand. Just because my wing takes forever, I'm going to do this off camera. And then I'm going to do my brows. I'm going to do one brow on camera, one brow off camera. And because you guys have never seen me use a powder before, so I'm going to do that. And for my eyeliner, I'm going to use the Wet n Wild Pro Line Felt Tip Eyeliner in black. That's what she looks like, and I will be back. Okay, so I just did my wing liner. No, they don't look exactly the same, but they're close enough. Just because my eyes are actually a little bit shaped differently. Off camera real quick, and then I'll come back and I will show you how I like to do my brows. And while I'm doing one brow, I'm gonna wipe off this. Okay, so I did one brow off camera. Now, I guess today I'm going for more a little sharper brow, so I got the, I don't want to call it blocky, but that's kind of what it's called. So what I do essentially with when I'm powdering, when I use powder for my brows. Wow, is that thicker or what? No, not really. Actually, it is. Let me fix this real quick. I don't want to fuck this up whatsoever. There we go. Okay, there we go. We kind of fixed that. So I'm just gonna leave it before I fuck anything up. Okay. So I like to use this Brow Gal by Tonya Crooks Trio. It's in the shade 02. It says you could convert it into a pomade, which I didn't know. You'd probably just convert it with some water, what I'm thinking, but I didn't know that, but that's all right. So I'm just gonna spoolie my brows out first. I brush them up and then take the tips and just down. I did the more stubborn eyebrow first, just because we would be sitting here for about an hour if I were to struggle. So what I'm gonna do is take an angle. This is the Brow Gal double-ended. It's because it's a spoolie brush. I love this brush. So I'm just gonna take, because when you do your brows, you want to essentially have it the meet at the corner and right there. And I'm going to stamp whatever product just to make that line. Then I'm going to take whatever product I have left on the brush and brush into the brow. Then I'm going to underline the brow just to make it sharp. And I'm just going to take whatever product I have left and make it sharp. Make it, what's the word? Blocky is I guess what we're looking for. I don't know how else to describe this. Okay. While I was doing that, I was looking at my foundation. Now every foundation, because I do that a lot, goes into my fine lines, which I've never seen a foundation that didn't do that before, so I'm just letting you know it does that, even though it happens with me all the time. So nothing new really. So then we're just gonna bring it out just so we look more like a brow. And if you fuck up like that, it's alright, because we're gonna take a little bit of concealer to it just to fix it, just to make it a little more like bougie since it's our birthday. Maybe I'll call this like a birthday look, makeup look. And I'll let you guys know on like Facebook. I'll let you guys know on like Instagram and Snapchat what I end up doing, and Twitter what I end up doing for my birthday. Now I probably won't do like face makeup, but I definitely will do the eyes and probably end up doing the lips. But I'm not gonna do face makeup just because I don't like, if I do wear makeup outside of like the camera or outside of the house, and like I know I'm going somewhere and I'm gonna be, I don't like at night, like if it's during the day, yeah, I'll wear a full face, but it'll be more towards like the nighttime, so I'd rather not wear face makeup so I can wipe my face. Alright, look at it. Okay, so we will clean that up. Look at that. We fucked up a lot. Well, not really. We could probably make that into a brow. So we're just gonna make a tail for our brow. Tail, there's our tail. And we are almost done. We are actually gonna take the famous Tarte Shape Tape in light neutral. And I'm just gonna take her and just do that on the back of my hand, just so I can have some concealer there. Maybe I don't need that much. Jesus Lord, what am I gonna do? My whole like fucking face? I'm not doing good at this not swearing thing. All right, so I'm gonna take, god damn it, this winged liner brush, and I'm actually gonna take it and I'm gonna clean up the brows. And I have to be a bit extra careful. I'm going to take my finger and just pat that in. This guy's coming out of his house and I'm pretty sure he's looking at me. He's like, what is this weird bitch doing? Probably. That's alright. Okay, now we're gonna do the mascara for our top lashes. And I'm not gonna wear falsies today because I don't wear falsies. I've never worn false lashes before that I'm aware of. I'm actually going to use this Radial Smoky Eye Pen. This is the creamiest flipping eyeliner in the world. I love it. So just gonna... Oh, okay. Something out of my eye. Damn, something out of my eye. Oh, Mike, don't cry, because you're going to get that makeup all over the place. Woo! I don't know what the fuck that was, but damn. But I'm gonna show you. Like, this is one swipe. Balls, that's black. It's a little wet too. Just because of my eyes. I feel like once one's watery, they're both watery. Okay. Let's do it. I gotta look in the mirror for this one. Like, you see how black that was? Like, that was like 2 seconds. Like 2 swipes. Look what, 1 swipe, watch. Like, fuck. And look how small she is though too, like. Alright. Okay, so now we're gonna go in with this, what is it? It's a pencil brush. No dip, that's the name, you knew that. Get it together. And we're gonna take butter and pooter again in the underneath just to prep for that blue. Like, I feel like I have highlighter on my face, but it's really just my moisturizer that's coming through, which I really like that actually. Alright, so I'm now gonna take my eyeshadow in Maybelline. I think that's how you say it, Maybelline, maybe it's Babylon. And it's this pretty. I'll compare the shades of the two. So as you can see, this is more of a royal blue and this is like a, I just fucking mixed that. And this is more like, this is like a, did I swatch the wrong color? Did I? No, I didn't. Okay, this is more like a purpley blue and this is more like a royally sky blue. You know what I mean? Okay, so I'm gonna put, I don't want to use this brush. I'm gonna take my pinky finger, actually, the tip of my pinky finger, and run that along. He doesn't care that his mother is trying to film. Okay, and that's the finished eye look. And we're just going to use our Better Than Sex mascara, and then on the waterline, the lower lashes, and then we're going to, do a second coat. We're gonna do a second coat first. Alright, so the next thing we're going to do is to contour our face. And I'm going to use the Shade and Light palette by Kat Von D, our beautiful Kat Von D. And damn, this mirror, I'm sorry, you can just see my phone, but that mirror though is like dirty. Ooh, look, I can see through it now. All right, I'm going to take this shade, and that's Shadow Play, I believe. I know it's a chichi, and I'm just gonna contour. I'm just trying to fix this. Alright, now I'm done contouring. I'm just going to take the West Eye product and contour my nose. Now I'm going to take my Pure Minerals, I had to think, my Pure Minerals Mineral Glow bronzer in Bronzing Mineral Glow. And I'm going to take this Wet n Wild brush, just go to dip in there, tap off, and just light, like I'm taking the lightest hand in bronzing this. Alright, and for blush, I'm going to be taking the Wet n Wild Color Icon in blush in Apricot in the middle. That's her right there, you can't really tell. I like this color. Just gonna I don't know if you noticed, but with like my blush, I just tap it on the apples of the cheeks. Then the rest, I just kind of move backwards. Alright, so we're going to set this face, and it's like we're using the last makeup product that's new to me, and it's the Milani Make It Last setting spray. This is, I guess they have like, this is 03, so I'm guessing they have 2 others. I know they have 1 other, and that's like the Illuminate one. This is like the set. Press, prime, correct, and set, so you can use this as a primer, I guess, too. So, ooh, set the face. I love the mister. Ooh, it smells like something that reminds me of my childhood. I don't know what it is yet. Alright, so now we're going to do our inner corner and our highlight. I like to test out like new inner corner highlights all the time. So I'm gonna take Royalty. No, do I? No. I'm gonna take this color, Pool Party, which is this shade, and I'm actually gonna put that as my inner corner highlight. You guys are probably like, what? Yep. Like I said, I like contrast. I like there being like pops of like different colors everywhere. That's actually flippin' beautiful. Holy shitters. Fuck yeah. Wow, okay. You're coming through, yes! Okay. I'm such a weirdo, but I love it, oh my god. Like for the brow bone, we're gonna take in light with a shadow brush. Okay, highlight. I see you. I see you. I see you right now. Alright, and we're going to take a, this is a blush brush, but I use it as a highlighting brush. And we're going to take Beam from the Jaclyn Hill palette. Just gonna do the highlight. I feel like a mermaid. It makes me happy. Like, I love this look. Okay, highlight, come through, come through. Play games, don't play no games, don't play. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, 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 yes. Just come through here. Look at that highlight. Look at that. Fuck yeah. Okay, lips. All right, for lips, I have two options. We can play it different ways. We can let the eyes take over just the show today, or we can have the lips and the eyes take over the show. So I have, what is this shade? It's an 05. I can't remember it. I forgot that they don't come shade name. So this is like a grayish, like a grayish purple. Grayish, like it's like a grayy mauvey purple. Stupid place for a swatch. And then we have 13. Just come on. Which is a pinky corally blushy color. Don't know. What shall we go with? I feel like we should let the eyes be the show today. Yeah. I agree, Z. Okay, so we're gonna take 21. I don't know where I got 5 from. 21 all over. Maybe less. Alright, I'm gonna take a little bit of a random highlighter and just, oh no, it's not gonna go with this look. Hold on. Oh, well, let's just throw a stripe on my nose, why don't we? Just blend it out a bit and not blind the hair. Oh, we're definitely blinding the haters today. Holy shut down. Okay. Alright guys, this is the finished look. I am like flipping living for this look right now. You have no idea. I have so many swatches on my hand, my rubber band, I can't even go there. Like, help me. I need some help. I'm physically, mentally need help with like my makeup addiction. Alright guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this makeup tutorial. I think I'm gonna call this like a mermaid birthday tutorial. Maybe, I don't know yet. You'll see, because when you click on the video, you will be able to tell. But I hope you guys enjoyed this look. Overall, so far, I really like the new products. The only one I'm iffy with that I tried today was the Wet n Wild eyeliner. I love this. I love the Maybelline. I love the foundation. Everything else like worked out like flipping fantastically. I'm in love with it. I'm living for this eye look like right now. Holy balls. Alright guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial and I hope to see you guys soon. I love you guys.